Two studies of unvaccinated children in an Orthodox Protestant community in the Netherlands found that measles wipes out the immune system's memory of previous illnesses, returning it to a more baby-like state, and also leaves the body less equipped to fight off new infections.
Here's a summary of the article.
Measles causes long-term damage to the immune system, leaving children who have had it vulnerable to other infections long after the initial illness has passed, research has revealed. Two studies of unvaccinated children in an Orthodox Protestant community in the Netherlands found that measles wipes out the immune system's memory of previous illnesses, returning it to a more baby-like state, and also leaves the body less equipped to fight off new infections. Previously, scientists had inferred a longer-term impact on the immune system because deaths from other infections were seen to go up after a measles outbreak, and because the virus directly attacks the immune system. The first paper, led by Velislava Petrova, of the Wellcome Sanger Institute and Cambridge University, says measles erodes two separate lines of defense of the immune system. To tackle previously unseen infections, the immune system relies on constantly pumping out a diverse range of immune cells, thousands of different varieties, each with slightly different receptors on their surfaces, with a collective ability to recognize almost any pathogen. After measles, a substantial proportion of immune memory cells had disappeared from the children's blood, in what the scientists described as immune amnesia. The children in the study were followed up around 6 weeks after their measles infection, and so it has not yet been established how long it would take for the immune system to recover.
This post received a score of 23,030, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Measles erase immune memory, but the vaccine does not.
An important point, well worth saying preemptively.
Honestly, probably the most important point after the fact that it creates immunity against the real one.
Translation: just getting the measles doesn't improve immunity, stop with that bullshit.
Gotta hand it to those people, that's an optimistic take on a horrifying situation.
This is like, let them burn their hand on the stove, they'll learn it's hot, yeah, but don't do that, please.
The problem is when their sleeve catches on fire and they start running around lighting other people on fire.
And they go into crowded spaces not realizing that they're lighting dozens of people on fire. There's a religion called Orthodox Protestant.
In short, you had Calvinism and then you had Calvinists who thought Calvinism had to modernize and Calvinists who didn't, splitting of into Dutch Reformed Protestantism, which has its own offshoots and later recombinations under declining memberships etc. Dutch religion is a clusterfuck and really interesting.
Reg, Judean People's Front. We're the People's Front of Judea. Judean People's Front, Cork.
Northern Conservative Fundamentalist Baptist, or
This made me laugh.
Emo Phillips. What a weird and funny guy.
Wow, he's hilarious. I'm listening to some of his stuff now.
Yeah, he's from that weird comedy era, like Stephen Wright, etc. I'm old, so he's like a throwback pleasure for me. If he's new to you, enjoy.
Could this help autoimmune diseases? Did a quick search on PubMed. Most point to no. In fact, some people predisposed to autoimmune diseases should stay away from some vaccines as it may trigger the diseases. Which furthers the notion that everyone healthy should vaccinate to help those that cannot. Herd immunity.
I knew there were people who couldn't be vaccinated, hence the importance of herd immunity, but I wasn't aware of the specifics.
There are more people than you think who medically can't get vaccinated, or at least certain types. A lot of cancer patients can't get vaccinated because chemotherapy often obliterates someone's immune system. A lot of vaccines aren't able to be done on infants and toddlers as well.
That's why it's so important to get all your vaccines if you can get them. To protect those who can't for legitimate reasons that don't involve them just being stupid.
Basically, measles attacks the memory T and memory B cells of the immune system. These are the immune response remnants from previous infections that confer immunity by being primed to recognize what you've been previously infected with. By wiping out the memory cells, you no longer have the cells primed to detect chicken pox or rubella or polio or tetanus or rabies, basically undoing any vaccines you've received in the past. That's ridiculously nasty.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.